Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Sport&Nerdy channel. And a couple hours ago, the England squad was announced. And what the hell is that? I'm going to go in this video, I'm going to go through the England squad, who I don't think should go on the plane, who I would replace, and the starting 11 I would choose. From the squad we've got. So, yeah, let's get on about it, guys. Let's not waste any time. Thomas Tuchel surely hasn't. So we have got Jordan Pickford in goal, Dean Henderson and Trafford as our goalies. Three good goalies, I'm not going to lie. Dean Henderson won the FA Cup, he's in another trophy. People saying he's only in the Conference League, still a trophy, guys. Don't forget that. Jordan Pickford has not won nothing with Everton, also Liverpool, but he is one of the best goalkeepers that England have got. Good goalkeeper. James Trafford, he's won two finals against two good teams, Arsenal and Chelsea. I'm happy with all those decisions. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with all three. I think still from Brighton going as a coach, I don't get it, but I'm not the manager after all, guys. Reece James, our defender, sorry, Reece James, Andy Costa. Sorry, I can't talk today, guys. Konza, Chiesa from Bayern Leverkusen, John Stones, Mark Gahey, Dan Burn, Nico O'Reilly, Jed Spence, and Livramento. I personally would not take Stones or Livramento. Livramento, he's barely played since March. Barely played since March. He came back, I think, against Barcelona in the first leg before the battering at the Barcelona ground. He barely played since we came back from injury. Thomas Tuchel, are you stupid? Like, you say you want versatile players, and I'll get onto versatile players in a minute. Don't worry about that. But Livramento has not played. John Stones is not good enough now. He's not good enough. But as I say, that's that. Midfielders, and also I wouldn't take Jed Spence. He's not been good enough for Tottenham. He's not good enough for England now. But what do I know? I'm just a guy on a laptop doing a video. Just saying. Midfielders, Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Corey Mainu, Jordan Henderson, Morgan Rogers, Jude Bellingham, Eberici. I would not take Henderson or Bellingham. Jordan Henderson, because the guy is too old for England. We want quick players. I don't give a toss about leadership. Look at the leadership we've got in the squad. Look at the leadership in defence. We're taking Dan Burn. Dan Burn's just going for set pieces. That's what he does for Newcastle. He do the same thing for him, and he's also experienced. I'll play back in a minute. So yeah, Jordan Henderson's too old for England. And Jude Bellingham, he's arrogant in my opinion. He's too arrogant for England. He's too arrogant. He's not. He's too arrogant for England. He'll mess up the dressing room. Almost a change room. Now I sound like American. Yeah, that's what I wouldn't do if I was them. But I'll tell you my opinion of who I place with them in a second. The forwards: Harry Kane, Tony, Ollie Watkins, Marcus Rashford, also Rashford, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Gordon, Noni Madueke. Now, I would not take Tony or Gordon. Tony, he's doing the Saudi League, but when he goes to the FA Cup World Cup, um, he's going against some of the best players in the world. Now, people will say, "Oh, we need him for penalties, we need him for this, we need him for that." I'm sorry, no. This squad should be good enough to win a game in 90 minutes. Even in extra time, should be capable enough to win it in 120 minutes. This squad, in my opinion, is not good enough. It's not. And when people are going to say this is the right video, it's actually not. This is my opinion on the England squad. Tony, can't do it at a good top of the level. He's gone to the Saudis. The Saudi league is a good league, but it's still a poor system, still a poor thing to do. Anthony Gordon, apart from scoring 4 against a carrier bag, what has he done? I was talking to a friend of mine. His disciplinary record, he's going to get sent off at the World Cup. He will. I mean, he's done nothing for Newcastle. I'm a Newcastle supporter. I'm a Newcastle fan. I've supported Newcastle for all my life. But he's not good enough for England. I'm sorry, no. Anthony Gordon, you're not. And I've had chats with Tottenham fans. They're saying Anthony Gordon's good enough. This season, he's been shocking. He's been shocking. He's leaving Newcastle this summer. I'll do another video about that. Don't worry about that, guys. I'll do another video. Don't worry about that. The video coming to you guys soon. But that's the thing. I wouldn't do it. But these are the changes I would make to the squad. Stones, Livramento, Jed Spence, get out. You know, you've been injured all season. Jed Spence, you've been poor for Tottenham. We're taking a Tottenham player, and they're in the bloody relegation zone. They might get relegated this Sunday. This Sunday, they could be playing championship football. Oh, but let's move on. We're not going on a rant. I would personally bring in. I'll put in Lewis Hall. Why Lewis Hall is not in our squad, I do not know. I would personally put in Harry Maguire. Instead of relying on Dan Burn to score set pieces, put Maguire in. Maguire and Dan Burn being shit houses on set pieces would work. Even the last 10 minutes, you put them on, you say to them, go and get me a goal. And they'll do it. And yeah, put in Maguire, put in Lewis Hall. You then free out in space, Hall in midfield, which I'll get to. Trust me. I personally, Henderson, Bellingham, get out. Bellingham, you're too arrogant. I don't want arrogance in my squad. Henderson, as I say before, you're too old. You can't do it anymore. I will personally put in Gibbs White, and people are going to say to me, well, didn't you ask for a transfer in the summer of Spurs? Well, no. Those are these calls, which none of us knew about, and look what happens there. Not in the first day in the Premier League, Tottenham might get relegated. Just saying. This is not a Premier Seague video, this is a World Cup video, guys. Don't worry about that. I'll get to Nottingham Forest. I'll get to the Premier League video at the end of the season. Next week or the week after, depending on what mood I'm in. I personally would put in Adam Wharton. He's been a good player for Villa. Why is he not in this squad? I don't know. I'll put in Gibbs White and I'll put in Cole Palmer. Because how is Palmer not in this squad? I do not know. How is Wharton in this squad? I do not know. We've got no cover in our defensive options. If Anderson had a bad game, you put in Wharton. If Rice is having a bad game, you put in Wharton. Cole Palmer, he might be a bit shocking. He might be shaky for Chelsea this season, but he always didn't. But didn't he score? Didn't he assist? Sorry, the goal in the Euro semi-final loss, like in our last international tournament, and didn't he score against Spain in the final? Just saying. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a laptop. Just saying. So that's what I would do. I'll take off Bellingham, get Bellingham and Henderson out of the squad. That's just my opinion. The attacking forward, the attacking line. Ivan Toney, no. Give me Welbeck or Calvert-Lewin. Give me them two. Give me either or. Welbeck's been bossing it for Brighton. Welbeck's been bossing it for Brighton. Calvert-Lewin's been bossing it for Leeds, and neither one of them two have got in because I don't know. Maybe Thomas Tuchel doesn't like them. I don't know, but that's what I would do. And Anthony Gordon, no. You're not good enough for this squad. You're not good enough. No. And I'm going to say a name that's mad. I'm going to say a name that's crazy. Years ago, a certain young player went to the World Cup. Didn't even play. Went to the World Cup. This player in a pre-season took on a Brazilian monster, took on a Brazilian Brock Lesnar, and had a battle with him, you know? And I can't even want to say his name. Don't take Anthony Gordon. You've got Rashford. You've got Noni Manuel if needs be. Eze can go on the left if needs be. He's done it for Arsenal. I'm going to say one name. Max Dowman. That kid. He's doing his GCSEs. And he's won a Premier League trophy with Arsenal. By the way, first of all, congratulations, Arsenal. Congratulations, winning the trophy, winning the title. I can't say any shit about that because you won a trophy, because you won the title. But putting Downman, Anthony Gordon, you're going to Bayern Munich, you're going to Barcelona, you're going to Timbuktu, I don't care. You're going to leave my club, but we'll do it on another video. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. But hell, you know what? You're leaving my club, I don't care. Gordon, so what's that? 6 changes I make to the squad? And I've already given you 6 replacements. Sorry, 7 replacements. Giving you 7 replacements. I've given you 7 replacements. 7 players out of the squad. 2 in defence, 3 in midfield, 2 in attack. So really, that's my opinion. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a laptop. And this would be my starting 11 for the first game in thingy. Let me just zoom that in. But anyway, sorry about this, guys. This is my very first time doing a hold on. What the hell is going on here? Right, so hold on, guys. One sec. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you know, I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. So this should be my starting 11 for the England squad. Pickford in goal. Reece James, Gahey, Konza, O'Reilly. Good back four. Good back four. Rice and Anderson. Anderson could just both of them could either go back or forward. They could literally play in the 6. Rice go the 8. Rice wants to go in the 6. Anderson can go forward. We've seen it for. I've seen it when they play. When Arsenal play, I've seen it when Forest play. Saka on the right, granted. You've got Madueke who can come in and do a good job. He's done a good job for Arsenal. I can't lie. Rodgers, the guy just won a European trophy. Rodgers has just won a European trophy with Aston Villa. By the way, Aston Villa, big yourself up. You deserve that final. I watched the final on TV. You were quality in the final, I can't even lie. Rashford, you United fans who wanted Rashford out, and yet he went to Barcelona and won a trophy. Well, you guys were dealing. We got Champions League. Yeah, I'll get on to you guys later on. Go on to you guys on our video. Don't worry about that. And Harry Kane. Harry Kane. One of the best strikers in the world. But that's my starting. That's my squad. That's the squad I'll take. That's the change I'll make. And yeah, where do I think England will end up? Honestly, last 16 quarterfinals. I'm not confident at all on this squad. Like, not confident at all. Last 16, last 8. That's my honest opinion. Last 16, if we get to tough stage of the draw, last 16. If we get to the easier stage, we always mess it up somehow. Last 8. But you know what? That's my opinion. Hell, everything in this video is my opinion. This is my opinion, everybody. If you're not happy about it, I don't care. If you think I've been harsh on Tony, don't care. If you think I've been harsh on Henderson, I don't care. This is my opinion. You guys might think that no Newcastle players deserve to be in the squad. That's your opinion. I personally can see why he's taking Dan Burn. But hell, you know what? Until next time, everybody. If you don't see me on the KG with it, KG, by the way, big old KG as well, yeah? Big old KG. You know? Big old KG. If you don't see me on the regular sports channel and the panel shows, have a good end of the season. Enjoy your summer. Spend time with your loved ones. Until then, guys, catch you later.